Hey everyone, Otto here for another video on Legend of Mushroom. Today I have so many things to talk about. First of all, we had the merge recently, bringing some items back in the game through some events here. I'm gonna cover that. I'm gonna talk about the new series of events coming this Friday for one entire week, in which we will have 2 new items, in fact 3, but I'm not considering the costume as an item because it doesn't have any skill, alright? We will have a new mount / artifact. This is an artifact mount, if you know what I mean. You will have the mount on the guarantee 1000. We will have a new back accessory. I want to cover that. I have the details, so I'm going to give you that in this video. And finally, I will talk about the new season we will have very soon on the sea, on the Voyage event here. Alright? Because we had some changes in that event. So first of all, let's talk about the merge. What do you think about the merge? Are you happy about getting some new players with you? Are you unhappy because you feel like your server is underwhelming in comparison with the others now? I want to show you my server at the moment. So if I check the top ranking here, hell I know, he was on my server already, he is still the top one. We got Sonix, he has the same power as me. We had some other players with almost the same power as me. But generally on our server, we had no one stronger than us, alright? It's okay for me, I have more people to test my build against in the classic arena here, but for other people, it is just completely game changer. Let me show you that picture sent by a friend of mine. He has now on his server all the top players of the game. So that server is gonna go really wild in all cross-server events. This is just completely crazy. So if you were lucky to have good players on your server, let me know in the comments. With the merge, we had 2 new events. The first one being this one. You need to complete some daily quests to obtain some firecrackers and spend the firecrackers to progress the server rewards and get some rewards as well here. And then you have the family ranking to get some extra rewards. They are not crazy, but still you are getting a bit more rewards at the end. Then we had that event here, in which, as always, you have some daily quests to complete. You have a battle pass in which you have the return of that great pal for the warrior builds to increase your counter and counter damage. Then you have some daily rewards that you can claim here, just a few more. You have the friends match in which you can claim other rewards as well, so this is pretty cool. Then a carnival banquet in which you need to complete some quests and make your family members spend in a game to claim a bit more rewards. But this is just a bit, trust me, this is not worth it, so do whatever you want if you want to spend. Alright, then you have the blind date. You have some rebate on the advanced and the luxury wedding during that event only. And finally, you have that event in which you can select one of these 3 rewards here. So this one and these 2 ones are amazing, in fact. This is the best, one of the best mounts, or maybe still the best one today if you are using a tanky build, if you want to survive. It reduces by a lot the damage you take over time, so this is a great mount. And this one is one of the best if you are using an offensive build, take a lot of damage. It deals crazy damage on enemies passively, so that's an amazing one. And here you have the costume of your choice, so it's up to you to decide the one you prefer. I prefer this one, just my personal opinion. I don't know exactly how much you need to spend on that event if you want to obtain the rewards. I already have everything, so let me know in the comment below if you pushed for these rewards to know exactly how much you need to spend. If I check the probabilities, you have 0.25% chance to obtain the back accessory here, 0.30% to get the costume. This is weird. They are doing that because this is almost the same rates, but this is giving only 1% global stat. This back accessory is giving 10% global stat, plus a skill that and other things sometimes when it is a mount. I don't know why you have almost the same price here. This is weird. Alright guys, so that was all I had to say about the merge. So now let me introduce you the new series of events we will have this Friday. The Dreamland Tale, inspired by Alice in Borderlands. No, Alice in Wonderland. As you can see here by that picture, you have the Queen of Hearts, you have the mirror, you have the cards in behind in the back, and you have the rabbit as well. So this is Alice in Wonderland. As always, you have a battle pass inside, but I don't know if we will have a new pal or stuff like that inside. It seems like we don't have any pal inside, if I trust that picture here. We have some forks inside that we can use in that event, in which you get the new mount, the new back accessory, and the new costume as well. So this is probably the same kind of event as always, but I don't know exactly, in fact, because we don't have the detail yet, and it seems like we have remaining attempts for the advanced rewards, the standard rewards, and the basic reward. So maybe we will have different levels. On the first one, we get the costume, then on the second one, the mount, the back accessory, and on the final one, we get the new mount. Because this is normally the price of an artifact. I'm not even sure about that, but this is a rarity on the mounts equivalent to an artifact generally, so I don't know exactly the price we will need to spend to obtain it if we are not lucky to get it before. So then this is the ranking. As always, we have a new avatar frame, a new soul, and more Scarada passes. We have more packs to buy to get some scrolls, I suppose, and other things like that inside. The scrolls are always the best things I recommend to buy on these things if you want to purchase them. That mount does a lot of things. Gains 10% attack and 16% final crit resistance after the battle starts. The first time HP drops below 39%, cleanses debuffs, becomes immune to damage for 1 second, converts HP into 10% max HP. So you are falling from 39% max HP to 10% only. So basically it's almost killing you, but there is an advantage to have that. If you go on the talent here, you have some effects such as the one you have on the sorcery here on the right. You will trigger that directly, which means that basically you are going to accelerate your skill cooldowns, so it can save your ass. If you can have the Blitz Assault again, you will survive, and maybe it's going to be better than using the Cheetah mount. You know, because I already tried that using the Crescent mount and it was working perfectly well. So imagine if you can trigger that directly and release crazy damage to the target, proc the Cheetah mount, have the Blitz Assault and survive. This is maybe a good way to do that. We will need to try, and I'm not sure if I want to push to get the mount, so we will see if I'm lucky or not. It can trigger also that skill here to get 10% more attack speed, and crit damage as well when you fall down below 20% HP, so this is something cool as well. 39% HP cannot be triggered by the red spore though, because if you upgrade this one to the max, normally you will have if HP is above 40%. So this is probably the main reason why they said at 39% you proc that effect, to not proc the effect directly at the start of the fight with the red spore. So then you also get a shield equal to 45% of max HP, ignores PvP reduction and shield breaks. A pretty good shield in fact, 45% of max HP is huge, the best shield you have in the game at the moment. For the shield duration, ignores control effects. You are reducing your HP regen by 100%, so this is not a good idea in my opinion to play a tanky regen build with that mount, but you are gaining a 10% damage resistance. Another amazing thing, the character's basic attacks deal 250% extra skill damage, 50% extra combo damage, can be crit, 50% extra counter damage that can be crit, and Pal's basic attacks deals 50% extra Pal damage that can crit too. And the passive effect, it's giving to you global HP 10%. So this is a pretty good mount overall, and maybe it's going to be a kind of counter to the Cheetah mount. This is something that we need to try to be sure. But if you can cast the Blitz Assault again, maybe it's gotta be game changer. Because let's be honest, you have a ton of different effects on that mount, so this is a pretty good one. I don't know yet what that mount will provide at the parking, okay? So we will need to wait this Friday. So this is the new back accessory, the Mirror World. Reduces all enemies' energy regen speed, HP regen, attack speed and pal attack speed by 10% directly at the start of the fight. Allied pals have a 50% chance to become demonized, gaining 30% pal attack speed and dealing extra damage equal to 1% of enemies' current HP every 10 basic attacks. Passive effect, global defense plus 10%. So this is a back accessory to use when you fight versus tanky regen build. And finally, this is the costume, probably my favorite one we have in the game. I love the design so far. So you have the hunter and you have le chaperon rouge. Translate that. I don't have it in English, so let me know in the comment if you have it. So this is all I had about the new series of events coming at the end of the week on Friday. Now let's talk quickly about the new season of the Voyage. The season will last from May 19th to May 25th. So 1 week only. If I remember, last time it was 2 weeks or maybe more. I'm not sure about it. Let me know in the comment if you have that as well. We will have a new durability system. Depending on the power you have outside of that event, you will have more durability. So the more the power you have, the more the durability, and you will lose some durability after every fight. You need to repair your durability, otherwise you will die, in fact, in that system, in that new season, and you will be back to your camp. Map update. Full updates on the season map with more intense and fast-paced battles. The ships now do not move tile by tile on the map. Instead, they can only travel via bases. Bases include resource blocks, ruins, totems, and island prisons. So, more interesting, in fact, in my opinion, because moving tile by tile before, you were forced to be here all the time, checking the movements of the enemies if you wanted to intercept them, but they were watching you, and every time you were moving, they were going away and you were wasting a lot of time. You could never intercept them, so maybe that time it's gonna be a bit more entertaining. And we will need probably less time to spend on that event, so this is something cool. I want to see that. In a few days we will have that. We will have a kind of a protection at night, no action during late hours, from midnight to 10 o'clock. So the same kind of protection you have in the parking wars. So this is something cool to me one more time. So it will help reducing the time you spend on the event. A new item, the Storm Coin. Unused merits from previous seasons will be converted into Storm Coins at a ratio of 1 for 37.5 in this season. A new feature, the repair spot. Now if you want to repair your ship, you need to go to that spot. It replaces the Sea Observatory we had before, and you can basically spend some points to repair your ship. The more the durability you have on your ship, the more the points you will need to repair, I suppose. This is what I understood. They replaced the Treasure Land feature by the Tactics Center. Basically, that time you will have some daily quests to complete to upgrade your marine data. So basically your main stats, the battle, campaign, and strategy points. They implemented a new port supply. You can purchase some repair supplies, and this is working for your entire server. You will have a supply drop on a location, and all faction members can claim the rewards, which counts to port experience. So you can upgrade the port and claim port level rewards. I don't know exactly what we will have in the port. So that was all I had to say about the new season. So before ending the video, a few optimization that we will have normally for the update coming tomorrow. Added 2 new filters to the star hero list, the quality and the skill type. On the souls, they optimize the soul fusion interactions and the icon display of resource selection and random soul. They optimize some user interfaces and text display compatibility and the display compatibility for some devices. We will have some Family Brawl adjustments. They canceled the Family Brawl seasonal mode and they changed it to weekly settlement. They adjusted the weekly rewards and they increased the claim limit for personal kill points to 20 times. Fixed an issue where the number of avian eggs displayed on the hatch avian menu didn't match the actual number. I don't know about that, I never had the issue because every time I have an egg, I am hatching it, so let me know if it happened to you already in the past. It never happened to me. Fixed an issue where some HP-based additional effects wouldn't trigger even after an HP threshold was set for the mount, Sea of Light. I don't know what it is. So guys, that was all I had to say in today's video. One more thing, you have all the codes to redeem in-game. I always forget about these codes, so you have all the codes now to redeem in-game. Available until the end of May. So claim this code in-game while you can. Have a really nice day, guys. Take care and see you in the next video. Bye-bye.